Good morning, everybody. It's a rainy day here, so I won't be outside. At least here, it's a travel day for me, so maybe where I'm headed, I can spend some time outside and maybe there'll be another video. Um, what I want to talk about today is just how much we pour into everybody else, everything besides us. It's something I've really been thinking a lot about. Like, you think when you're younger, you pour your energy into whether it be your sport or your work, your schoolwork, and then once you get out of early education, you pour your energy into your work or college or whatever it might be, and then finding a mate, and then you pour your energy into that mate, and then you have a family and you pour your energy into that family, and you keep going like that. And it includes, well, now I got to work harder to get the cars and get the houses and get the accolades. And as I'm sitting here at 51, I'm realizing I never really poured anything into me, or very little, thinking that all of those things were me. But often they're not. For some of us they are, getting married, having a family, getting the perfect job, having the cars, having the houses. In my case, I thought those were all who I was, and I was pouring into me. I wasn't pouring into me. I, in retrospect, don't even know who I am and what Mark loves and what he enjoys and where his energy and joy comes from. These are things I'm figuring out real time. And I had this epiphany this morning. We're always pouring so much into everybody else. And loving the one we're with, or loving our family, and then especially as men, we often fix and problem solve and try to be the hero for work, for our families, for our friends. And somewhere along the way, I think we forget to do that for ourselves. And we forget to love ourselves. And be kind to ourselves. I'm still learning to be patient and kind and compassionate. I'm wearing the shirt, Be Kind. It's a little worn out. I wear it a lot. And I looked in the mirror this morning and saw a reflection of the Be Kind, and I muttered to myself, including to yourself. Be kind, including to yourself. You're kind to other people. You're there for other people. You give to other people. You're tireless for other people. Don't forget to be tireless for yourself. Don't forget to love yourself. Don't forget to listen and be compassionate and empathetic and patient for yourself and with yourself. And it's something that I don't think we teach early on. Again, I think we're very external focused. Again, social media doesn't help with this and hasn't helped with this. And, there are some things that we can do to be compassionate and kind and loving for ourselves. And that starts with listening to what is it that lights us up? What is it that brings us joy or peace or calm or serenity? What are those things? Like, listen intently to those things. And then, what I'm learning to do is combine that with what the higher power, what God, what the universe has in store for you. And those two things meet because we're interconnected with the universe and with God. So when those two things meet is where the magic happens. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I have that figured out yet. I'm in the middle of it. But seeing it from other people, seeing the progress that I've made so far, and it's a struggle to get to that alignment. But what you learn, and struggle is not necessarily the right word, it's a struggle early on because you fight and you resist and you're not sure, and that's fine. And that's part of being patient and kind and gentle, and things will happen. People call it God's time or universe's time. And that's hard. That's part of the process in developing your faith and realigning or aligning to yourself for the first time. And just really listening closely to yourself and what you find, or what I've found. It's hard. I haven't been listening to myself since day one. Everything's been external. Everything's been have to get good grades, have to get a good college, have to get good grades there, have to have all these leadership roles, all these things. And not once did I ever say, what does Mark want? What's aligned to what Mark, the deep internal Mark? And then what does the universe want from me? What does God want? And checking in with the higher power and checking in with myself and going through that process is hard because at the same time, I'm not used to it. This is all new for me. And all to say that from all of the things that I've studied and all of the things that I continue to learn and all of the things that I've experienced, it takes time. It's important that you're patient and kind and compassionate, and you remind yourself. I'll catch myself saying, be kind, be compassionate, breathe. Things aren't going to happen overnight as much as we want them to. And I can feel my nervous system and my muscles start to relax when I have these conversations with myself. It's okay to have these conversations. It's okay to treat yourself like a close friend and have the conversations that you'd have with them, with yourself. And I know, trust me, I know, because I'm right there. Like, you have all the pressures of figuring things out because you have stakeholders, family, friends who you feel like are ahead of you, or social media, and you have all these pressures, and then you have survival and you have to put food on the table. Like, I get it. Right? Like, at the same time I'm here with you, I'm, Um, I'm doing work that I don't love. Um, I'm a single father, so I have to put food on the table for him. And there's definitely a rub there in terms of being patient for when the right things show up and when the right alignment. And, people say, letting go and surrendering and the right things will show up at the right time, and having that faith that that's all the way it's going to go is so hard. It's so hard, but I do feel like I'm getting closer. I do feel like I'm making progress. And, along the way, I'm developing more of my faith, and I'm also developing more kindness and compassion and love for myself. And that's what it's all about. Because once we have that, once we have faith and love for ourselves, then all of the other searching starts to diminish. The pain starts to diminish. And I'm seeing signs of it. Again, I'm not through it. You're experiencing this real time. There's a reflection right there. I don't know if you see it. And I'm pointing, and you might think, what is he pointing to? Because I don't know if that's going to be on the camera. But, these are things that in my former life I would have never allowed, and I would definitely have not allowed it for my team to have any imperfections like that. So I noticed in the last video, I think I had a milk mustache, and I was like, do I delete it? Do I keep it? I kept it. And anybody who's watching this will now laugh because they probably saw the milk mustache, or they didn't, right? Like I saw the milk mustache. I don't know if anybody else did. So if there's anybody out there that is feeling disconnected and are being hard on themselves as a result, and people who don't feel like they have it figured out, and you're being hard on yourselves, and I would say continue to check in with yourself. And again, at least for me, that's such a foreign thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. But check in with yourself. Ask yourself, what is it that I find joy in? Peace, calm, serenity. Keep asking yourself that. Keep asking your higher power that. Keep asking, what is it I should be doing? What is my purpose? What is my meaning? God, universe. And then keep asking yourself, what do you enjoy? What do you love? What do you find peace in? What do you find calm and serenity in? What lights you up? And keep doing those things. And over time, we'll see what happens. And we'll be on the journey together. So everybody have a great day. Sending love, compassion, kindness. Do the same for yourselves. And we'll talk soon.